it all matches,
for
by the way, Mark. It's all color coordinated. The exact color navy.
Very sharp.
It even there's a collar in there.
Hey, easy.
And that has
Easy.
navy in it. And then
Easy,
there's this,
Dana.
and then it matches. And then he's got navy pants, navy shoes, and he even had navy gloves on. It was like stylist
enough about
material
me.
up in here. All right, you guys, imagine this scenario for a second. One day, you're digging in the trash outside a famous London theater. And just 5 years later, you're actually performing in that London theater, opening for Olivia Newton-John. It happened.
It's incredible. Our next guest says it's all about learning how to take lemons and make lemonade. Take a look.
You can be bitter, 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 or you can be better, better, better. When life gives you lemons instead of champagne, don't worry, little children, and don't complain. Whoa, remember your golden, to find some sugar cane. When life gives you lemons, take lemonade. Come on.
And that man in the video is the man sitting next to us, Alex Boye, YouTube star and sensation and singer. Welcome. It's great to have you here.
I'm so honored to be here. Thanks so much.
Looking forward to talking to you about that lemon to lemonade thing in just a second. But first, you have this song Paradise with Coldplay that has about 75 million views on YouTube. How did that come together?
Well, our version is, the version that I did is a Swahili version, an African version of Coldplay.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to take popular songs and do Africanized versions of it. I did one, a Taylor Swift version of Shake It Off, an African version, and it just took off. It went nuts. And so I started doing a whole bunch of those covers. And my mum was the happiest because she always used to tell me, Tunde, my name is Tunde, my African name, Baba Tunde, Abayomi Boye, but you can just call me Al. But she used to always
spelling?
say, she'd always say, Tunde, you need to put some African influence, some of our culture in your music. I said, Mum, nobody wants to listen to African music. I live in Utah, right? And so anyway, finally I did it, and that was that song. The first song we did, the Coldplay, we call it Poponi, which is Swahili for paradise. Paradise is their song. And so when I called my mum, I said, Mommy, I can't believe it. She said, you stupid boy, I told you this is
Mothers always know. Mothers
Moral of the
always
story,
know.
right? Listen to your mother, man.
But actually, at one point, you were abandoned by your mother and father.
Yeah, it was really, really tough. When I was 11 years old, my mum said she was going to go to Nigeria, back to Nigeria, just for 3 weeks. I didn't see her for 8 years. And I was mad, bitter, angry. I was put through the foster care system and everything. And I ran away from that a couple of times. And that's how I ended up, on the streets for a little bit, But, and I blamed my mom a lot. But it's years later, I come to find out that, my mom, she went off a gentleman who was, very well off. And he wanted to take care of her and, get married and everything. And so she told me, look, she wanted to come and bring me back. That was her goal, get married, bring me back. But he didn't want me. So, and she was working on the rail. In the US, you call it subway, right? In England, you call it London Underground.
Yes.
Her job from 9 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the morning was sweeping the rails, debris off the rails and rats and all that kind of stuff just to keep me in school.
Wow.
She did that for 5 years. And so after I'm learning all this stuff and I feel so bad, I'm like, Mom, I'm so sorry, because I was just mad and angry and hurt, for 8 years without a mother. So, I've done a lot of things, to try and make up for it since then.
Well, it's incredible that the reference we made about lemons into lemonade, there was a stranger that approached you and said, you can do better, and actually handed you a lemon.
Yes. I'm ashamed to say this, that I've eaten food out of the trash. And here's the thing, I don't have a problem with eating food out of the trash. The problem was when I started getting used to it. And that was when, and right at that point is when I had a half-eaten burger in my mouth. And this guy came, he did like a Kobe Bryant and just slapped it, intercepted it out of my hand. I'm looking at him, I said, are you kidding? That's the clean version, right? I was like, are you crazy? And he just said to me, son, you are better than this. You are not trash. Take your hands out the trash. You are made for greater. You are better. And I was just like, what? All of a sudden, I felt like I was in this, I don't know, one of these motivational movies and stuff, with the music playing. But it just woke me up. And all of a sudden, I'm like, where am I? It's like, I'm not supposed to be here. And from that day on, I made a promise to myself that I'll never shame my name and that I'll always try and do something constructive for myself and for people around me. It changed my life.
It has changed your life. You have made a great success of yourself. You're living a wonderful life now, and you are representing that in the Donate Life float this year. Tell us about that.
I was so excited. They found my song on YouTube. I was like, They asked me, would you be able to, can we have your song played at the parade for our float and Donate Life? And it's so amazing. And I said, yeah, sure. And I was like, What's the Rose Parade?
I was just
I
gonna
have
say.
no stinking idea, right? I'm this crazy dude from England. So I said, I went and I Googled it, and I about fell off my chair. I was like,
It's a big
I
deal.
called my mom, and she, again, you know, she was like, I told you, you stupid boy. I told you, like, just listen to your heart. You will make it. Anyway, I've been to the events for the last 3 days, and I'm one of those guys, you know, with the donors, I'm one of those guys that did not put the tick on my driver's license. Last night, or for the last 3 nights, I've been with them, listening to the stories, listening to a gentleman standing there, and there's a woman has a stethoscope, and she's listening to his heart, and that is her daughter's heart.
Oh, right.
And I got on stage, they asked me to speak, I got on stage, I said, first of all, before I go on stage, I'm gonna go and register to be a donor. And I did it on stage, on my iPhone, right there and then. And I said, my goal is I'm gonna tell every single person I meet to do that, because it changes lives.
Wow.
really
Alex,
does.
I love you. I love you.
Me too.
I love you so much. You're so
bless you.
great. God, fabulous. And you know, he's going to be the featured performer on the Donate Life float. Be sure to catch it tomorrow morning during KTLA's live parade coverage that starts at 6 a.m. I'm not kidding. I love you. You're
Happy
amazing.
New Year.
And you
much
brought
you
an,
need?
an
Alex.
instrument along. We'll ask you to play it out as we head
Yes.
back to
All right,
Mark
let's
and
do it.
Christina.
What if you
I'll hold this for you.
Okay, I want you to get the rhythm. Just clap your hands.
Okay.
Get nice rhythm. Okay, yeah, go on. That's right.
We're not really known for our rhythm.
Baba yetu yetu liye mbinguni yetu yetu amina. Baba yetu yetu liye jina lako we litukuzwe. Baba yetu yetu liye mbinguni yetu yetu amina. Baba yetu yetu liye jina lako we litukuzwe. Utupe leo chakula chetu